Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Dr. Eric Smith, General and Bariatric Surgeon over there at Georgetown Bariatrics and Advanced Surgical Services. And we're talking about non-surgical weight loss solutions called gastric balloon. How are you, my friend?
Doing good.
Okay, I said we were going to get our interns to find out what one of the topics we were talking about when it comes to plus-size models. What's your opinion on this? A plus-size model in the fashion industry is a size 8, and in real life, it is a size 16.
Well, we live in real life. You put me on the spot, but we live in real life. That's reality.
If size 8, I'm serious, that is not a plus-size model.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
I agree.
Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you.
I noticed you've got us some props, which we're going to get to in just a moment. But what I want to talk to you about is some non-surgical weight loss solutions. What are they?
Well, the biggest non-surgical weight loss solution right now is the intragastric balloon. The one that we place is called Orbera, that's the name. And it's really a procedure that allows us to teach patients how to portion control, how to feel full quicker, without doing an actual surgical procedure.
Okay, and is this what the balloon, is this what you're talking about right now?
So this one right here is an example of the balloon right here on my left. And it's essentially filled with saline. And
like a breast implant?
Exactly.
Okay.
In fact, it's made by one of the companies that makes the majority of breast implants.
Okay.
And we place this endoscopically. So, so you may have heard of someone having a scope to look for ulcers or reflux. We place an endoscope down into the patient's stomach, and under direct visualization, we guide this balloon, which at the time is collapsed, and then fill it with saline. It takes about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, good. So it's empty before you put it in.
Absolutely.
Right,
Yeah,
I was trying to work that out.
No, we won't do that to you.
Okay. Could be a little bit painful putting it in there.
Yeah, it's literally collapsed smaller than what the scope is.
And right beside is the actual an image of what a stomach would look like and the balloon inside.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Yeah, so that's just a model that shows the stomach and the balloon inside of there.
Okay.
And so the balloon is in a shape that it can't obstruct the patient or block the stomach. It's very slick. It can mobilize around in the stomach. It gives the patient the sensation that the stomach is full.
Okay.
And so it gives feedback that there is a lot of food in the stomach. So it's a way to teach the patient portion control.
I need portion control.
I can help you.
I'm a little piggy. Let me tell you, I love my food. Off camera, I actually held that, and it was a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
Is that because of the saline? And
Yeah,
what
it's
is
because
the
of the saline.
feeling that once it's in? You said to me you can feel a bit of weight.
Yeah, so early on, a lot of patients in feedback, they'll say, one lady said, I feel like I got a balloon in my stomach, kind of laughing, but in seriousness, they'll feel a little bit of fullness, a little bit of heaviness. You get used to it pretty quickly.
Okay.
When you first put it in there, the stomach kind of reacts to that.
All right, let's quickly move along to what are the benefits of gastric ballooning?
Well, obviously weight loss.
Yep.
And what we've seen in studies is that we can cause patients to lose a little over 3 times the amount of weight with the balloon than compared to diet and exercise alone.
Okay.
And so this is a 12-month program, okay? The balloon can be placed for 6 months.
Wow.
And then it has to be removed after 6 months.
It has to be removed?
Yes, that's the FDA requirements. This has been done in Europe for years, and as you probably know, in America,
I didn't know that.
we're never the first ones to do anything in medicine because we're controlled by the FDA and lawyers. Yes. But we do have lots of good study. There's over 220,000 that are placed in the United States already. And so you place it for 6 months, and they do coaching with a dietitian every 2 weeks. So it's not just a matter of placing the balloon.
See you later.
You need a program, and that's the problem, and that's why it's so important to have it done at a bariatric program. And then the next 6 months, you meet with that dietitian just the same, even though the balloon's not in there.
Dr. Eric Smith, people sitting at home who have struggled with weight issues most of their life would probably say this is out of my reach. It's just too much. Do insurance companies cover this, and how do they go about getting hold of it if this is the scenario for them?
So currently right now in the United States, no insurance company will pay for the balloon, partly because it's a newer procedure. But we have very clear-cut indications for patients who have a BMI between 30 and 40 that can have the balloon. It is by far the most affordable choice of all the other procedures that we do if someone were to choose to pay for those others.
Yeah.
And we have a very good medical financing company that we work with for people who don't want to pay that up front. But right now, insurances do not provide coverage.
But we do have options.
Absolutely.
That's
Oh,
what we
absolutely.
love. We love
Absolutely.
an option.
Absolutely.
I just want to let everyone know, if you want to get hold of Dr. Eric Smith, I'm telling you, he really is a genius when it comes to these procedures here in the state of Kentucky. Georgetown Bariatrics and Advanced Surgical Services. There it all is up on your screen right now, 502-570-3727. And when I say this, you know, I always talk about your website because you do have great information on there, Dr. Eric, and that it does give people a little bit of information. You can watch the show, you can watch our videos that we do, but when you're at home, sit back, relax, and see what you've got there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming in. Well, we had to head to the Wild Time Kitchen with Alison Davis to whip up some tasty shrimp cakes. Back in a minute.